Do you need a powerful automation tool to streamline your business processes? Well, let me show you how with Jotform Workflows. Hey Jotformers, welcome back. I'm Kimberly, and like I mentioned, if you need to streamline your business processes, you can absolutely do that with Jotform Workflows. With Workflows, you can have approval request, payment request, signature collection, and task management. And to make things extra easy, it is no code with drag and drop functionality. So what is Jotform Workflows? Well, if you have a form coming in and you want to approve or deny, that's the most simple, basic workflow that we can offer, but they can be as complex as you need them to be. As you can see, I'm currently in the desktop version of my workspace, and right now I have all of my products chosen, but very simply, you can choose specific ones like workflows to hone in on the specific one you're looking for. Now, there are a couple of different ways that you can start the workflow process. I'm actually going to start it from the create option in the top left corner. So let's choose to create. We can easily choose workflow, and we can let AI map out our workflows for us. Or if we come down here, we can start from scratch. We can choose just request approvals, automating integrations, and using a template. So for this example, I'm going to choose the template option so you can see how complex this can get. So as I scroll down, you can see it is a lot more than just the generic approve or deny. Now, if there's something specific you're looking for, you can easily use the search option up at the top, but over on the left-hand side, we also have different categories for you to search through. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and head back to the beginning, and I'm gonna X out of this, and I'm going to use my tech support form right here. I'm gonna go ahead and edit my form. And let's talk about how to get to workflows from within a specific form. So if I wanna start a workflow from this form, I'm going to go up to the settings option, then on the left-hand side, we're going to choose workflows. Then we're going to create a brand new workflow. Now you'll see that this is going to start very simply with just that starting point, the tech support form at the top. Now, if we hover over it and choose it, we can either edit the form from here or we can simply view it. Now, like I mentioned, it is drag and drop functionality. So over on the left-hand side, we can choose what we're looking for. I'm going to go ahead and choose just a generic approval. Then we're going to create two branches, which is going to be the very simple approve and deny. And then we'll add in more emails. And then these emails are going to let the person know who filled out the form. Let's go up here to settings. We can see the recipient is coming from the email from the form, letting them know that they have been approved or denied. All right, we'll come back to this in just a minute. I'm actually going to jump up to the top. Let's go to our publish option. And as of right now, we can see that this is a public form. If we need to change it for any reason, we can do that here. But all we need to do is copy the link and send through the appropriate channels. If we want, we can also invite by email or share on social media. On the left-hand side, we can see we can also easily embed on a website. Now, if we head up to the top middle settings option, we can easily enable or disable from here, and also enable or disable restart workflow on submission edit. Now, if for any reason we want to completely delete the workflow, I'm going to head back to the very beginning. Let's go ahead and choose my workflows. Then from here, we see the one we just created. We'll choose more, then move to trash. All right, let's jump back in and let's talk about multi-step and multi-people approvals. So as of right now, we just have me as the approver. If I click on this, we can choose the settings and we can add as many people here as we want. We can also add multiple outcomes. We can have approve, deny, and we can add another one if we need. Now, if in your form, your user puts maybe their manager's email, we can easily pull from the fields and we would add that email here. If we need to add more people, we can type in their email addresses here. And then we have our completion rules. So as of right now, it's put on require response from the majority. We also have require response from all, require response from just one person, or a certain number of responses. So if we choose this, we get to choose that number of required responses. I'm going to go ahead and put this back on the majority. We also have the ability to send notification emails. And if you would like to turn off your approvers having to log in, you can turn that off here. Let's jump over to the advanced tab. From here, there's lots of different options. You can see that you can require comments, we can reassign, request more information, escalate, expiration date, automatically finish a task, and we can also send reminder emails. And from here, We can choose how many days we want that reminder to look like, and we can edit from here as well. All right, let's go ahead and X out of this. If I open up my panel on the left-hand side, there's also other approvals as well. We also have approve and sign, and we have team approval. So if I get rid of this approval right here and I add in team approval, we can see from here we can add a team and we can choose which one we'd like. So let's go ahead and choose this, and we can see that error message went away. Now in the beginning we just had a simple form, but we can also have signature forms as well. Over on the left hand side we can choose to bring in a signed document, and we can also bring in a payment form if you're wanting to collect payments. So let's go ahead and get rid of these two. And before we end, there are some other things that we can add in. So on the left-hand side, I can come over here to integrations, and maybe I want to have the file that they're going to upload go to Google Drive. And maybe I want to send a Slack message letting me know that it's been done. And if there are multiple people in this process, back over here under Basic, I can also send a flow report. Now, to close everything up, we can choose the end option. And it is simple to just drag and drop. And you can see we have errors because we haven't logged in and integrated yet. But all we have to do is come here. We choose the Google account that we would like to use. We get to choose that file and what we want them to be called. And then same thing with our Slack. We need to choose which channel and what we want that message to look like. All right, let's X out of this. Now, one last thing I want to mention is over here on the bottom under Basic, we have our logic section, and this is going to allow for that advanced automation. So if you want a more dynamic workflow, you can choose the if-else condition or conditional branches. And if you want parallel task processing, you can choose split branches and merge branches. Now, one last thing that you can do up at the top, we can actually add in a task right here before the end. So if something needs to be done by someone, we can easily complete that setup. Let's do this. We have the task title, the description, the outcome, and then who do we want to assign that to? So just to recap, the integrations that we have are really going to make this a robust tool for you. Like I mentioned, we have the Google Drive, we have Slack, but we also have other CRM and communication tools as well. So again, top left-hand corner over here to integrations. Lots of different ones to choose from. We also have real-time tracking in Jotform Tables and Inbox, error tracking and robust workflow tools, and extensive support and community tools. So if you want a simple, easy, fast, no-code way to get your automation processes kicked off, definitely consider Jotform Workflows. If you have any questions, definitely leave a comment down below, but don't forget to check out our help articles and guide to help you along the way. If you like this video and you got some value, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell so you get a notification every time we put out a new video. I'll see you next time.